An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Let's go, let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He got 29 yards that time. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Jackson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I got him.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
What do you want?
They'll run for the first time with Hill. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Sting on the slot. Hey, 15. Delta. 36 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
I don't think you got it, son.
Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Slam.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That one caught out wide by Boykin.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hill running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Mike, number 53.
It's our time. It's our time.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the front.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm going back to you.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready up. The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Watch the air. 56. Pull it. Watch it.
On third down, Jackson. Aguilar has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 52.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Ready? 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Mahomes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Keep 15. Keep 15.
Championships, baby.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. at
Take
the
right,
4-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Alert. Joker, 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 Joker.
15, 43, 43. My time.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Mahomes, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Orbit. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Switch.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on this.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They pop.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And now here is another interception. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. He's back to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Back to throw.
15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Butker on for the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 32, Ravens 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Don't get nervous. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Go. So we got man. Show it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. 44's the mic.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. Check. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Hayward. Let's go.
Now Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
56 is the mic. Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make all the way back home. Say it.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right? 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 56. Mike's 56. Danny.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.